Now let us see what happens in flertal. So in flertal, the min and me become mine, dine, våre, and hans and hennes are not changed. So, and the other rule remains the same. Pronomen plus ubestemt or bestemt plus pronomen. So an example of pronomen plus ubestemt is disse är mine bilar. And an example of bestemt plus pronomen is disse är bilarna mina. Just like these are my cars and these cars are mine. So please remember there are three ways of saying things. Jeg har to biler. Disse er mine biler. Disse er bilene mine. Please click on the stop button and check out the whole table at your pace. So here are the examples for han, hun, ham, henne, hans, and hennes. Han har en penn. Hun heter Sofia. Jeg liker ham. Jeg liker henne. Dette er hans hus. Disse er hennes barn. So the difference between ham and hans is if you have to point directly to a person, you will say ham. And if you are talking about something that belongs to the person, you will say hans. And similarly, if you are pointing to another person directly, you will say hun. And if you are talking about something or someone that belongs to her, you will say hennes. Let us see the difference between hans and sin, si, sit, sine. They are kona hans or they are hans kone. This is his wife or this is his own wife. We're talking, let's say, about A. So this is A's wife. Han snakker med kona si. Now here we will not say han snakker med kona hans. If you have to say he speaks to his own wife, we will say han snakker med kona si. And if we say han snakker med kona hans, it means he is speaking to someone else's wife. So when you are speaking of the person himself, who is the subject, we will use si. But if we are talking about somebody else in regard with the subject, we will use hans. For example, if we are talking about B and we are saying that B is speaking to C's wife, then we will use the word hans. Okay, so please remember han snakker med kona si is his own wife and han snakker med kona hans is somebody else's wife. Now another way of remembering this rule is that when you are pointing to something or someone that belongs to the subject, okay, of that person, let's say Per. So if Per has a dog, we will say, and we are using han for Per. we will say they are hunden hans, or they are hans hund, his own dog. And han vasker hunden sin, he is washing his dog. And if you say han vasker hunden hans, he is washing somebody else's dog. Okay. Similarly, for henne also is the same rule. Hon liker henne. She likes somebody else. Okay? Another person. And hon liker hennes barn. She likes that other person's children. But if we say hon liker sine barn, she likes her own children. So I hope you have understood the difference between hans and sin, and hennes and stine or sit. Okay, and the same rule applies for here also. Sin, sit, sine are for hanschen, hunschen, intention, and flertal. Now let us see the difference between sai and sin. When we are talking about a person himself, we will use sai. Han legger seg. He puts himself to sleep. Han vasker seg. He is washing or cleaning himself. And han vasker hendene sine. He is washing his own hands. Here we are not using sai, but sin, because those hands belong to him. Or we can say han vasker bilen sin, or han vasker hunden sin. Han leser boka si. He reads his own book. Okay? That book belongs to him. So when we are talking about a person and himself, we say han legger seg, or we use sai. But if we are talking about anything or person belonging to that, belonging to him, then we will use sin or sit or sine, depending on the shan and the tal of the noun. Because I have not been able to use sai and sin very often in real life, it has been very difficult for me to understand the meaning, and therefore I generally get over the problem by using the name of the person. For example, I have to say this is his house. I'd rather say that their Pers hus. I use the name. Det är huset till Per. And it is the same with du and din. And for example, kuser du deg? Are you enjoying yourself? Er det din penn? Så jeg kuser meg. I enjoy myself, and they are min penn. So here you can see the difference between deg and din, and my and min.